Welcome to Bobcat News. I'm Marco Olivas.
And I'm Maureen McCain.
Most people love their pets and want to keep them safe. But according to American Humane, 10 million pets are lost in the United States each year. Reporter Lizette Sines explains how Tyrone is caring for lost animals.
Tyrone is having a problem with the lack of animal care in the community. Tyrone Police Chief Carl Robertson says the big issue the town is facing is unregistered dogs.
The big issue that we have, and I can only speak for Tyrone, is the unregistered dogs. You have rabies tags that you have to get, and then we have a city tag you're supposed to get. The city tag it's $5, and what that enables us to do is if we catch your dog, there's a number on that tag, and we can go to that number, find out who owns the dog, and get the dog home. The other problem we have is people dumping dogs. We get dogs dumped on Tyrone all the time, mostly from people in Seward County. They'll come over here in the country and dump them, and those dogs find their way to town. That's a big problem.
Superintendent Secretary Debbie Burns says teachers are reporting that dogs are terrifying some students on the school grounds.
Yes, it is. We have a lot of the younger elementary that are afraid of the dogs. I don't know whether dogs have jumped on them, bit them, or what, but they cry and they scream if a dog even comes near them. Some of them are just scared to death of them.
Tyrone teacher Natasha Gonzalez worries about animals roaming the town and crossing streets.
I do worry for dogs because, some dogs know they've been out before, they know to stay off the roads, or they know to watch out for cars. Other dogs, not so much. So I do worry about dogs when they're out because I think how sad it is for the owner, especially if someone hits a dog and then doesn't know who the owner is, so they can't report it, or they just drive off. So I think that's really sad because those owners are just left waiting for their dog to show up, wondering what happened to it.
Robertson discusses how long and where lost animals are kept if they are not claimed.
I hold them for 72 hours in that little kennel that we have up at the city shop. Y'all have probably seen it running around. Past 72 hours, they go to the Humane Society in Garden City, and we try to get them adopted out.
For Bobcat News, I'm Lizette Sines.
If you have lost an animal, contact Tyrone Police Department at 580-854-6400.
Think about your high school years. Who has helped you prepare for life after graduation? A teacher, a counselor, or maybe your parents? Healthcare reporter Ramon Hernandez talks about students getting ready for the real world.
Tyrone High School is trying to prepare students for reality after graduation, and student success is Tyrone's #1 priority, especially for upcoming seniors. Counselor Deborah Blosser states that she would like Panhandle schools to collaborate together to create a work fair.
We need to require the students to research careers, the ones they want to learn about, and maybe even put that together in a paper form and present it to their class so the other class members can hear about that career. And I think it'd be interesting for the teachers to present to the students how their career path has gone. Because some of us have got into education in kind of a roundabout way, and I think it might be interesting.
Deborah encourages students to visit technical schools or at least have a school representative come to Tyrone to talk about their programs.
We could have speakers come to the school or on Zoom at least. People in professions where they never went to college, and they could talk to the students about that and how that occurred. I know Seaboard is one of our kind of local businesses that a lot of their jobs you don't have to have a college degree. So it'd be nice if they would come and talk to us more.
Tyrone senior Carlos Pimentel explains how he is getting ready for college.
Preparing myself by doing work here at school and at home, cleaning, feeding animals, just working on random things I can find.
Pimentel feels his high school has made a positive impact on his future success.
I think they've been doing a pretty good job, especially all the teachers. They've been preparing us just for us to leave school pretty much. They've been doing a good job, so I'm prepared.
Carlos's mother, Angelica Pimento, explains how she is trying to prepare Carlos for the real world.
I've been sitting on my couch making him clean, doing dishes, throwing trash. He's been cooking dinner. I've been trying to teach him to cook so that way he doesn't waste his whole check at McDonald's.
Pimento believes the high school has been doing great to prepare students for life after graduation.
I feel like they've been doing an awesome job, so I don't think they need to improve in anything. Carlos does pretty good in school. He has good grades, so they've been doing amazing.
For more information about college or vocational careers, email school counselor at dblazer@tyronbobcats.org.
Can dancing bring rival schools together? Bobcat reporter Karina Creel explains why Tyrone might be co-opting future school dances.
Tyrone High School has been struggling with dance attendance for the past few years. Some students think a co-opt dance might be the solution. Tyrone principal Donovan Smith believes the student body will react positively to this idea.
I think it'll go well. It may not go well often, but maybe if we can do this once a year, I think it will give us a chance to do something as a community with our other schools, and anytime we can work with the other schools, it's going to benefit our students and their students. I think the kids will be excited.
Smith explains the planning will be the majority of the hard work.
It's a student-led activity, but administration and teachers have to be involved. There's a coordination between all the different schools on who's going to decorate, what kind of concessions will there be, who's going to be the chaperones. So it takes some time. We do a lot of activities, and I think it can be done, but there are some logistics that have to be addressed.
Tyrone Stuco president Aaron Rollins considers one possible negative aspect of this plan.
Again, drama would be a big thing about it. I know a lot of people clash heads, especially between Tyrone and Turpin. It's been a big rivalry for many years, but I think it'd be a good idea.
Turpin Stuco member Zany Ibsen has also been interested in the possibility of combining school dances.
Well, for us personally, that's something that we've brought up in our Stuco meetings before, and something that we're definitely interested in doing. We hadn't really gotten very specific about it, but I know that we are definitely a fan of it. We just wouldn't know the specifics about it.
Turpin Stuco president Bailey Boyd explains the steps needed in order to make this dance happen.
I think going back to what I said, first just talking to our principal and you guys talking to yours, make sure they're both okay with it and they kind of understand, and they might even talk to each other, the principals or the administration. And then after that, if everyone's okay with it on that side, we would have talked to our council, all of them, get their ideas, get their feedback, talk to our advisor, just kind of really communicate with people in our school to make sure they'd be okay with it, they like the idea. But I think really just asking the higher ups and then going from there.
For Bobcat News, I'm Karina Carrillo.
Next year would be the earliest possibility of two schools combining dances. Moving on to sports. What makes you think of basketball? The roar of the crowd or the sound of the whistle?
Let's go to Chris Laney for the latest basketball update.
Welcome to Bobcat Sports. I'm Christopher Langley, and this is our fall recap. Tyrone Bobcats graduated 11 seniors last year. Her head coach Clay Wood sees it as an opportunity for younger players to develop and improve.
It's been a fun team. We lost 11 seniors last year that played a lot, and so guys are getting experience and they're learning and getting better, and I see improvement all the time.
Will also say this year's team is getting a lot more effort.
I think the biggest thing they do is they work. Effort is always a good thing with this team. That if you work hard and you give good effort, you can be successful.
Senior Connor Witt believes there is still time for the team to improve offensively before the playoffs.
We're very unexperienced. Not a whole lot of people have played before. So we're hoping to get some more experience by the end of the year.
Girls head coach Travis Banning states that defensively the girls are keeping strong teams under normal point average. Banning is now focusing on the playoffs and what improvements need to be made before the districts.
Our half court against zone, we do a good job, but we got to finish when people are packing the lane on us and stuff like that. When teams get out and pressure us, we find open areas in the court, but when they just pack in their zone, we've got to shoot a little better to widen them out so we can get those driving lanes.
Senior Cameron Gossman thinks this year's team can go the distance.
I think we're pretty good this year. We could make it pretty far.
For Bobcat News, I'm Christopher Langley, and we'll see you next time. Go Cats!
If you would like to watch the upcoming games, visit www.nfhs.com for the latest in sports.
For Bobcat News, I'm Marco Olivas, and remember to have a great day.
And I'm Morgan McCain. See you next time for your latest Bobcat News.